Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Here we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Dumelang Asheni Ralocha Sanwanani Mulweni. My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Now, we begin with a closer look at one of the most controversial figures in South African history, and that is Eugène Terre'Blanche, who is a man whose legacy continues to stir debates even long after his passing. Now, Eugène Terre'Blanche was the leader of the Afrikaner AWB, which was a far-right separatist group that advocated for the preservation of Afrikaner culture and the establishment of an independent Boer state. Now, Eugène Terre'Blanche was a man who spoke passionately about the identity and heritage of the white Afrikaner people. Now, he was a staunch defender of what he saw as the rights of the Afrikaner community, advocating for the preservation of their culture, language, and traditions. Now, Terre'Blanche was particularly known for his assertion that we are not Africans from Africa. We are white people, the descendants of the British and the Irish and the French people and the Dutch people. We are from Europe. Let's watch. Highlights a perspective that resonates with many who share a deep connection to their European ancestry. Now, Terre'Blanche's view is that the Afrikaners, despite living on African soil for generations, are fundamentally European, and their heritage, culture, and identity is European. Now, he believed that this European identity set them apart from the broader African context in which they lived. Now, in considering Terre'Blanche's words, it is important to acknowledge the historical and cultural ties that Afrikaners have to Europe. The Afrikaner people are indeed the descendants of European settlers, primarily from the Netherlands, France, Germany, and later Britain and Ireland. But these settlers brought with them their languages, religious beliefs, and customs, which have been passed down through generations. Now, for many Afrikaners, these European roots are an essential part of their identity. Now, Terre'Blanche's statement that Afrikaners are not Africans from Africa reflects a belief in the preservation of this European heritage. In a world where cultural identities are often blurred, I believe that Terre'Blanche stood firm in his conviction that the Afrikaners should remember and honor their European ancestry. He believed that this connection to Europe was not just historical, but central to the Afrikaner identity. Now, from this viewpoint, I believe that it is understandable why Terre'Blanche and his followers would see themselves as distinct from the broader African identity. We cannot ignore that the Afrikaner people have a unique culture that, while shaped by the environment in South Africa, still remains deeply influenced by their European origins. This sense of being Europe rather than African is not just about geography, it's about preserving a way of life, a set of values and a cultural legacy that stretches back to their ancestries, and they are Europeans, right, and not Africans. Now, in the end, Eugène Terre'Blanche's legacy is a complex one. His unwavering belief in the European roots of Afrikaner people remains a point of pride for some and a point of contention for others. Now, as we reflect on his impact, I believe it's clear that the conversation about identity in South Africa is far from over. As we reflect on the past, it is clear that the future belongs to those who embrace their full identity, and it's clear that the conversation about identity in South Africa is far from over, right? Now, with that being said, let's engage in the comment section. We want to hear from you. What do you think about Terre'Blanche's statements? Please, let's engage in the comment section and keep the conversation flowing. And please also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is